let me tell you right now, you should just give up. Because the amount of days that you'll have no motivation, or you'll find something so difficult that you need something within you to spark a light and to push you forward to keep going, you won't find that. And the reason is because if you're only doing it for the money, there's no actual pull or purpose to what you're doing. It's all monetary gain. And when you actually start to taste that money, at first, yes, it's gonna be great. But then you'll begin to realize that you just want more, you want the next thing, you want whatever it is. And then you keep seeing it at what you don't have, and you keep looking at the monetary things that you could gain from putting in a little bit more work, or a lot more work. And then one day you'll get to a point where you have all the money in the world, but you're not fulfilled. That's because money doesn't fulfill you. Money is monetary, and we as human beings have souls, have emotions, have needs outside of that physical need. That physical need of having a house, having a cool car, I guess, if that's what you like. It's more than that. It's having some sort of fulfillment of doing something on a daily basis that you can be proud of. Because the hardest thing to do in life is to do what you don't want to do for that idea that you're going to get money out of it, and that the money is going to make it justifiable. And it's a very naive way of thinking, and a naive way of looking at how life is. Now, obviously, I don't come from a poor background, or a background where I don't have a guarantee of food coming on the table in the next week, or the next day, or the next month, or whatever it is. So in those scenarios, there's a difference between needing to win to get enough money to live and to sustain yourself. I'm not talking about that. That's a different case. What I am talking about are the people who only want to win to make money, to live this glamorous lifestyle that they see on social media, that they see these TikTokers renting out Lamborghinis, acting like they own them. And that, all that does is destroy your sense of fulfillment, and it wraps you in an ego and a misunderstanding of how this world works and what is true value. Because the only thing that gives value to these Lamborghinis, like these cool cars, unless you're in the auto industry, is the fact that everybody thinks they're cool. And if you're chasing that, you're not chasing what you inside have a passion for, or what you want to do. So back to the original point of, if you're doing this for the money, first of all, you're cooked. Because the amount of, I can't stress enough, the amount of days and even weeks or months where I sit down, I'm like, holy shit, this is hard. And the only reason I can get back up and keep going is because I have something else pulling me in the direction of where I want to go. And I know what I want to do in my life. And I know that, yeah, it might take 10, 20, 30 years to do and accomplish. But from now till then, no matter what, I'm working towards that goal, and I'm doing what I love doing, which is helping others and being able to be someone that helps others. And it's a lot less about the money. I don't even think I've thought about the money once, except the long-term vision of I want to be a billionaire. And it's not for the reason I want to have the money. It's what I want to do with the money, because at the end of the day, the money's a tool, and you can either use it on yourself and be selfish with it, or you can do it to transform the world and to help hundreds, thousands, millions of other people's lives. And in doing so, really leave a legacy. So when you're thinking of, oh, I want to start a business, or I want to do something that has high returns and not work a 9-to-5 job and get paid salary, really think about what the legacy you want to leave behind is. Because when you think about it that way, and you think about the future you instead of what you want right now, yeah, it would be cool to have a Lambo, or it would be cool to own a $1 million mansion, or it would be cool to be able to buy my own island and live there and have some yacht to go around the Caribbean sailing year round. Obviously that would be fucking cool. But life isn't about having a life of no troubles. It's about enjoying the good and the bad that you go through, and through all that, feeling fulfilled by doing what you know you could do, and leaving the rest to be the rest. The things that are out of your control are out of your control. So focus on what you have control over and find what truly drives you. And if it's the money, really think about it. Why is it the money? Is it because you need the money, or is it because you want to get the attention of some other people? And because you didn't get attention when you were young, maybe that's why. Or is it because you think that you need money to get a wife, or you need money to get a partner? Is that what's driving you? And really try to dig deep, because the number one thing that I realize when people say they want money is most people don't actually mean they need money. It's what that money will get them. And for me, I'm privileged enough where I could care less about how much money I make. But even still, I want to make a large amount, because the only way to make a big difference in this world is by having money and influence. And money is the first equation in that, if you don't have the influence. However, whether or not I make $1 million this year, yeah, it'd be pretty damn cool to be 22 and make $1 million. But that's not what's driving me at the end of the day, because there are days where it gets so hard where I'm like, why am I even doing this? And then I remember exactly why I'm doing it. And that's what allows me to come back in and come stronger. Without that fire, that spark, that I know the reason or reasons of why I'm doing what I'm doing. And if it were just as shallow as I want to make a quick buck, I wouldn't be lasting this long in the business. That's all I got for you guys today. A little bit all over the place. I apologize for that. But I recently talked to a really good friend of mine, and she's at a point where her business could get acquired, and they're in talks. Like, people are interested in buying this big company, worldwide company actually, and which is insane. First of all, she's my age. She's 22, and she was talking to me about it the other day of how, like, what she feels about it, how she's uncertain about if she wants to sell or if she wants to keep it, the different pros and cons of doing either. And the big thing is that she could get a lot of money, but that's not why she's doing it. That doesn't drive her to sell it, which is a very good thing. Also, actually, I'll leave it at that. Nobody sees this, but I don't want anyone to see it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Peace.